Welcome to Texas Card House as we get ready for tonight's action down in the Rio Grande Valley. Jumping into the first hand in seat one, we got Kid. He's in for the minimum. That's 300. Right next to him in seat two, Jordan, also in for the minimum 200. Action's going to be on Kid as there is a button straddle. So Kid making the call with the King Jack off. Gallo coming in with the Dolly Pardon. Ajo also making the call with the suited ace. And Chubs will check his option as we go 4 ways to a flop. King high flop. Kid flopping top pair, and he's going to lead right out. $21. Nobody really has anything to call him with, but Ajo's gonna keep him honest. Backdoor possibilities, backdoor flush possibilities, backdoor straight possibilities. Any ace for an immediate out. Looked like an ace, but it was a fake ace as the board pairs. Kid gonna continue on once again, betting 21 on the flop, and now adding $1, making it 22, and Kid will take down the first hand. As I said, he is in for $300. So if you look on the bottom of your screen, he's going to be the only player in the green to the far left. In for $300. He is up $42 after the first hand. Seat 2, as I said, we have Jordan. Seat 3, we have T-Mobile RG3. He's in for $302. The 5.0 liter motor, 302 cubic inches. Seat 4, we have Gallo. He's in for $487. Gallo playing the cash game on the main floor earlier, and that's why he's in for a weird amount. And action is going to be on Jordan as there is a $6 button straddle. Gallo getting rid of his cards. Action tracker catching up. Chubs did tell me before the stream that he is going to try to have the highest VPIP. Now, just calling does count for the VPIP, so I don't know if he's going to try to get 100% VPIP, but he did say he is going to have the highest VPIP on the stream, as we do see a 9 high flop. T-Mobile RG3 with the top pair. $36 in the pot. And it looks like he's going to bet about 20 to just over half pot here. Don't think he's going to pick up any callers here. Gut shot for Valenzuela. He makes the call. And we will go to a turn. 5 immediate outs available. And that's not one of them. It's showing that it is a 4, but it's actually a 5. And that's why it's showing that Valenzuela only has 2 outs left. But his 10 is still good. Oh, there we go. Production crew on top of it, correcting the error. And they will get the pot awarded to, I was going to say Teddy RG3 is what he normally goes by, but tonight he is going by T-Mobile. That'll put him up $50. And he wanted to remind me before the stream that T-Mobile is actually offering fiber internet now, available in select locations, as RG3 does work at one of the local T-Mobile stores down here. Actually, he works inside the Sam's Club, North McAllen, Trenton and 10th Street. If you're looking for a phone deal, if you're thinking about changing providers, or even if you have T-Mobile, can definitely get you some good deals. And as I said, Chubs is going to try to have the highest VPIP for sure. He's going to accomplish the highest VPIP for sure. The only question is, will he have 100% VPIP? I can't think of the highest VPIP we've seen on stream. It's been at least 80% as we see nothing but hearts. Chubs with top pair. And Chubs is going to put out the continuation bet. Bet in 22, just under half pot. Let's see if Cho calls him with the 10 of hearts. Cho does call him with the 10 of hearts. You can see there are 8 outs available for Cho to hit. The 2 of hearts has been folded. The other hearts are available. And he hits the heart on his turn. Chubs drawn dead. So Cho likes that he has a flush. Doesn't like that it's a 10 high. It's going to go check, check. Board does pair on the river. And he's going to put out a small blocker bet of only $15. And Chubs is going to put on a raise here. Chubs sensing weakness. The pot was $90 and Cho only betting $15 on the river. So Chubs doesn't think that Cho has a super strong hand, so he's turning his hand into a bluff here. And Cho does make the call. So Chub's getting caught early on here. But more importantly, in Chub's mind, his VPIP is still 100%. Don't think I finished the lineup. As left off on Gallo, he did, as I say, buy in for a weird amount just because he was playing on the main floor earlier. Seat 5, we have Ajo, and he's in for 500. Seat 6, New York Bob, the big stack, in for 1,000. Seat 7, you saw Cho just win that last hand. He was in for 500. Now he is up 175. Seat 8, Valenzuela, in for 300. And then Chubs was in for 300. And he's down 169. So button straddle here. Action does start to the left of the straddle, even if it's on the button. It is not a Mississippi straddle, not a Hard Rock straddle. So I think Chubs was going to do this regardless. Try to have an extremely high VPIP on the stream. But the fact that he won $40,000 on Monday is making this a whole lot easier.
Edinburg interchange, you know, like where like it divides, they freaking like blocked everything because it was that bad.
And I think the players have already caught on to what Chubs is doing here, as they are going to make the call. Going 3 ways to a flop of over $130. And it's going to be an ace-high flop. Middle pair for New York Bob. Gut shot for Chubs. And they will check it to Chubs, who does move all in for less than $100. New York Bob asking for a count. We are live on the YouTube chat. We are live on the YouTube chat. New York Bob makes the call with the best hand.
What time are you going to hop on? Huh? What time are you going to hop on? 7:14. 6 minutes, sir. You don't want to hit your fair 7? I don't need to. Sure.
There's a tray. And there's an ace. So Chubb's going to have to rebuy. I think he's going to rebuy like 1,000 to have the table covered. Well, actually, maybe more than 1,000 now that Bob won that hand. No, he does announce 300. So both New York Bob and Chubs making it to day 2 this past weekend at one of the other clubs. So New York Bob did show up late, and that's why he also has 100% VPIP. His chips were at the table, but he went to go grab some dinner. And it looks like we're having a round of straddles here, as everybody on the button has straddled thus far. Chubb's going to be raising. Takes it up to 30. Gallo with the 9-8, another $20 for him to call. He will make the call. It looks like that's going to bring along Ajo.
We got 3 players, little flop. Barbecue, full time on the weekends, little sports. Football season coming up.
Ace high flop. Chubbs still with the best hand.
I don't know how to do fantasy, but I'm in them. I had like a partner or
I
something.
played it once, like maybe like 12 years ago, 13 years ago.
And Chubbs will put out the continuation bet.
Commissioner didn't take my fucking trade or something. I said, fuck you. I was like, y'all are cheating, bro. Fuck that. So I never played that shit again.
Looks like the
Bro, I played my first
players discussing fantasy football at the table, as a lot of drafts are
to the championship.
getting ready to start.
2 guys got injured. I was out 2 guys, but I didn't know so much about fantasy that I didn't know that you have to trade them out. Bro, I won by decimals.
Even though you had 2 guys that didn't get points?
I won by decimals. That's it. That's it.
And let's see if we have another straddle.
Yeah, that's definitely.
Did you already do your draft and all that shit? Oh, you haven't done it yet?
We're gonna do it soon. Bro, Memo, I saw him at Twin Peaks. I swear to God, it was 2 weeks ago. Yeah. You saw him, right? It was 2 weeks ago.
there, yeah.
Bro, we walked in, we're like, hey, he's like, hey.
We have a $10 budget. I know that's right. $10 live.
And I go, what are you doing here? And he's like, oh, we're doing our fantasy draft. I'm like, this early? I was like, I don't know shit about football, but I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to do it this fucking early.
So there was a under the gun $10
Yeah.
straddle, UTG.
Bro, what do you mean? There's people that haven't like agreed to the contract.
Chubbs making the call, keeping up his 100% VPIP
Yeah.
We got 4 players.
as we go 4 ways to a flop.
The more, I mean, you might pick up a player. that-
And it's going to be an ace.
Yeah, he's in limbo or something.
Chubbs does slow down.
How about this one, guys? I'm a Cowboys fan. My whole life. But check this out. Check this out, though. Over, under, wins for the Cowboys.
And Joe going to bet his
Cowboys
7.
fans, we can get fucking 8 wins. But
Everybody
you gotta believe the odds,
with a
because
pair,
I
with the
say
exception of Chubbs. Chubbs will make the fold.
that, like, yes.
And we will go 3 ways to a river.
No, the over is like, what, that's depending, I guess, where you're looking.
2 pair.
It's a favorite for the.
It's good too.
8, bro. That's tough. And I went into the schedule, and I tried to pick who's gonna win. I actually got him at 7 and 10, bro. I have him at 7 and 10, which is the under 7 and 10.
So you gonna bet the under?
Joe betting about betting about half pot here.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I got the over.
I feel like I might get
Valenzuela with the ace.
Pick them to win the conference.
Thinking about making the call, and he does.
They're plus.
And he will see he got rivered.
Yeah. So anyway, that's like.
Something that I do like to mention is that normally at the beginning of the stream, around the first 10 hands or so, that the players play either a little bit tighter or a little bit looser than they normally play. Some of the players taking a wait-and-see approach. Some of the players trying to establish a table image, and obviously Chubs
Like 90.
is trying to establish a table image. As I said, he did take 5th place in a $1 million tournament this past Monday up in the Austin area, so congratulations to him. New York Bob was also there. New York Bob making day 2, and he made a little run as well. So 2 of these players picking up some tournament bucks this past week, and that's what you love to see. You love to see the players immediately put those chips in play.
Yeah, it is. It's the Oregon has upgraded. It's now a peanut butter Oreo.
So Chubs with the under the gun straddle, that is going to count towards his VPIP. New York Bob with the ace going to raise it up.
Oh shit! It fell apart.
And Chubb's going to be making the call with the Jack 6. Chubb's in pretty bad shape here. Everybody missing. Probably go check around to New York Bob. No. Valenzuela taking a lead here. Very small bet. Betting 20 into 70. But it's going to get the job done. New York Bob didn't mean to show. But he's going to show the ace-7. Looks like we got a little action on the chat. Kim, are you watching? Inquirer minds want to know. Let us know in the chat if you're watching.
Guys, just so you're aware, on the stream it's 5x the straddle. Usually it's 10 max, like if you go play 1-3 out there, but like if you're playing
That's like up to 15.
no, 15. We're playing 1-3. Yeah.
5x.
No, 5x.
5x times 3.
So there is a button straddle. It seems like every hand has had a straddle thus far. And I do realize that the thumbnail says that we are playing 1-3. The blinds are $1, $3. But this game always plays bigger. More like a 5-10 game you would find at a traditional casino. And with all of these straddles taking place, that statement is even more so. As we have Gallo getting aggressive here with the royal flush draw. Oh, Joe's going to defend his straddle here with 6 high. It is suited. So Chubs did call the straddle from his big blind, so his VPIP still intact. As we go heads up to a flop, both players with some suited 2-gappers. Actually, one with the suited 1-gapper, Gallo with the suited 2-gapper. But Gallo with the best hand does flop a straight draw. And let's see if he continues. He is going to bet 50, 5-0. So Gallo's aggression will take down the pot.
They have different sizes. But even like the chunkier ones, you would think that like it's so much potato that if it cooks correctly, like you're gonna feel some sort of like hardness. No, stop.
$13 button straddle announced. You are allowed to straddle on the stream 5x the big blind. So the maximum being 15 on the stream, a little bit different than the normal table.
They have a new card hall in Corpus. They got 50 games, but they got an indoor kitchen. But it's like 4 or 5 star fucking badass. Serve breakfast all day, and then they have like it's like a.
They serve breakfast all day too.
But they have like badass like
Oh, Jordan
noodle shit and all that.
with the suited ace. Just gonna make the call.
In Austin, their salmon is amazing. It's like the best salmon I've ever had.
At TCH, right?
Yes, in Austin.
It's really good.
I think if we were an hour into the stream, Jordan would play this hand a little bit more aggressive. But just kind of being a little on the passive side right now. Stream just started, less than half an hour in. It's an interesting raise here from Valenzuela. As the sizing a little on the small side when you take into account how many players called the straddle. So this is actually a good sizing if there's just one person that has called his straddle. But you can see all of the players that have called the straddle is already building a pot that's going to wind up over $250 before the flop. Oh, Cho making a move here. Going all in. Doesn't feel like anybody's super strong here. Chubs making the call here. He actually has the best hand. Chubs no longer has the best hand. It's Jordan making the call. And Chubs does not like this. Over $1,000 pot 20 minutes into the stream on this 1-3 game. And RG3 thinking about making a call here. I don't like it multi ways. And looks like he agrees with me.
Oh, don't say that, Georgie. Don't say that.
Is Aho gonna make the call with 6 high? Wow, make sure you hit that like button, folks. Because if this pot, 20 minutes into the stream, 1-3 game, 4-way all in, $1,500 in the pot. Usually great action here at Texas Card House Rio Grande Valley, and this stream, Exhibit A. So the dealer, Jeremiah, gonna make sure that the main pot is correct and the side pot is correct.
We'll do it at the end, gentlemen.
And you can see that the queen high has the best equity right now.
Can I get that one?
Does everybody have live cards?
No, you're good.
Everybody has live cards, which is crazy. King 9, Ace 10, everybody has live cards. 4 ways. Nobody has a pair, and everybody has live cards. New York Bob announcing he likes the 5-6, but Chubs is going to hit his king.
Yeah, 4.
No, I had a king queen.
Oh, straight draw for the 5-6 and flush draw for the queen 10. Oh, queen jack, excuse me, gets there on the river. Queen jack get in there on the river. Huge turn. Huge turn for Cho as he flopped open-ended, turned a flush draw, and then rivered his straight for a $1,500 pot. As I said, make sure you do hit the like button, as we do have already Chubs rebuying, Aho rebuying, and I'm pretty sure Jordan's going to rebuy as well.
Barrel, stream table.
I never thought about it from that perspective. The 4-hour rumble. There you go.
Royal Rumble, dog.
Yeah, Jordan's also rebuying at the best hand going in. So Chubb's in for 2 buy-ins. Or actually, Chubb's now in for, this is Chubb's 3rd buy-in. So he's down 600. Jordan Now buying his second buy-in.
So I'll fast forward to like the last hour. I'm up now. No, it's
Stupid.
Hey,
It happens a lot.
I swear to you, bro. That's it.
It creates a crazy table image in the beginning, and then
Many times I'm telling you, it starts that way, and I'm like,
So 3 players in the green. Chubs maintaining his 100% VPIP. It has cost him $600, but he does have the 100% VPIP. I'm pretty sure he's going to try to maintain this 100% VPIP for the entire stream. And as I said, with that nice tournament win, finished 5th place for 40K on Monday. That does help. So Chubb's putting on the straddle, so his VPIP for this hand will get checked off. VPIP meaning voluntarily put money in the pot. This means that you are not a small blind, you are not a big blind. You either straddle, you call, or raise. Chubbs with some suited connectors. Taking it up, looks like 60. It's a 50 total. Like the raise, don't like the size in. And once again, this is just based upon the number of people that called the $10 straddle. And you can see everybody's going to call $40 more, especially when that first person calls. Oh. And then sometimes somebody will back race. This is exactly what happened last hand, where the person who straddled raised their straddle and then somebody put on a back race. I wonder if Chubbs is going to call it off here. Wonder no more. He is calling it off. He's not going to like the fact that his clubs are not good. He is going to like the fact that his opponent doesn't have a pair. So once it clears out, it'll probably be about 60-40, maybe 65. Yeah, 65. Normally, it'll be closer to 60-40, but since both players are sharing clubs, Chubbs in at only 36% here. Chubbs looking for an 8 or a 7, and he's going to have to go runner straight or runner. Oh, here we go. He's got life. He's got life, and he's dead. So Chubb's going to rebuy for the 3rd time tonight, 10 hands into the stream.
I have my own money over here. Yeah, yeah.
So we do have the double stream going on tonight for Texas Card House, as we are one of 4 streaming locations. The Austin location, TCH Social, is streaming on the main channel. That is TCH Live Poker. And we are streaming here on the secondary channel, Texas Card House. 3 different words. It is a different channel. And make sure if you're not subscribed to this channel that you take care of that as well. And once you subscribe, 5 minutes later, you will be able to make some comments. So Chubb's making the call.
Oh, okay, okay.
12 more? 15 total. Supposed to be a beautiful place. Good food. $10 an hour.
So it looks like we're going to be going 5 ways to a Philadelphia 76ers flop.
Depending on how long they'll keep the $10 an hour.
All diamonds. Best diamond right now belonging to Chubbs. Nobody with a pair. So the ace high still out in front, but Chubs is second best. Tiny bet here from Valenzuela. Saw him do this earlier with the jack high and it got through. It's not going to get through this time. As T-Mobile RG3 going to make the call with the diamond. Board does pair. Some chop out possibilities now. And he makes the call again with his diamond. He feels like his opponent doesn't have a diamond, and he is correct. So doesn't matter how big your diamond is if your opponent doesn't have a diamond. Suicide King on the river. And will T-Mobile RG3 put out a bluff here? He is thinking about it. Left here with 7 high. It's going to have to be at least 75, I would say. Oh, wow. It's a tiny bet, and it might work because his opponent only has 8 high. I think his opponent's just saving face here. Can't call with 8 high. All right, so obviously his opponent does not have 8 high. Something on the card's reading wrong. This does happen every once in a while. Or maybe his opponent did? Because his opponent hardly had any chips behind. Very, very weird, interesting raise there. As I said, if T-Mobile RG3 was going to bluff there, it had to be at least 75. And we have played 11 hands thus far, and Chubs has been involved in all 11. So normally on a stream, we will get in between 80 and 100 hands. So 80 and 100 hands on the stream. So we do have the normal rotation with the dealers, as we have Jeremiah leading us off. Of course, his friends call him Jerry. And then we have Ashley, who's going to be tapping in here in about half an hour. And she goes by Ash Cash.
I was about to ask about Mike. They put them in the shit back home or what?
5 ways we go to a king high flop, and it is a straight for Cho. T-Mobile RG3 leading out here with his top pair.
Why can't you just took a break, bro?
And Cho just making the call. That's going to bring along Chubs, who has a pair, a straight draw, and a flush draw.
I don't know for sure, but I know.
At turn's going to get T-Mobile RG3 in trouble, as he's going to continue betting here, having 3 of a kind. And is it time for Cho to raise? It is not. He's just going to call. Chubs letting go of his hand. And T-Mobile RG3 going to need a king 6. Is not going to get there. He's going to go all in. And he's going to get snapped off. I thought the river might save him money, as any ace, as any jack made a straight with the ace on board, but it does not. It looks like we're going to have another player rebuying. Yeah, so T-Mobile RG3 just realizing his opponent actually flopped the straight. I think half the table has already rebought at least once.
Sí. RG3 300.
Yeah, 4 of the 5 players have already rebought 35 minutes into tonight's stream. And this is one of the good things about playing on the stream, as we do stream for 4 hours, but the players know ahead of time they are locked in to play a certain amount of time.
He came back and he went again. No, he came back.
No, yeah, of course.
But he went again. Right?
Yeah.
Just because or what?
New York Bob under the gun. Pretty sure he's going to be raising here, as they are making change for T-Mobile RG3. New York Bob making it 15-15. Chubs making the call with the King 7. And T-Mobile RG3, he's back in it.
We have 6 players to the flop.
We're going 6 ways to a flop.
Check it to the left.
And it's going to be top pair for New York Bob, who was your pre-flop raiser. And he might get in trouble here as the ace-jack. Cavaggio. Gut shot for the king-queen. Open ender for Gallo.
Bro, I don't even know why I was seeing it.
Does have the 10 of hearts.
I don't know why I was seeing it.
Just makes the call
Like, there's no music.
as we go 4 ways to a turn.
We have 4 players to a turn.
A lot of interest in turn cards. And that's not one of them. Ooh, another small bet here. Bob doesn't believe that his opponent has an ace. But his opponent's given everybody a really good price to call. You can see this pot's already $280, so it's $30 for Gallo to see a river here. And 30 to win 300. Once he makes his call, it'll be 310 in the middle. So 30 to win 300. That's what's known as pot odds. And he's going to take those pot odds. Looking for a king, looking for a 7. And the ace-jack going to hold on. And another small bet from the ace-jack. New York Bob feels like he's getting too good of a price. And he's going to see that his opponent had him from the start. New York Bob showing him frustration. Nice hand. $10 button straddle announced.
Gentlemen, we have a $10 button straddle. That should start taking a small blind.
So Gallo straddling on the button to $10. And Cho making it back to a seat just in time. Representing the Texas Card House with the hoodie. Oh, and he has the 10s. Looks like he takes it up to 40. 45. Chubs with the 8s. would probably be making this call either way. Jordan going all in. I was going to say it's showing he has 234, but it looks like he has less, but we do see the green chips. Green chips are worth $25. Pretty sure Cho's going to call here, so we'll see if it was perfect timing with him coming back in his seat or if he should have waited, as we're going to get to see at least 5 cards. I think Chubs is going to get away. He knows that it's hard to beat 2 opponents multi-way with a pocket pair. Oh, wow, he makes the call. So Chubb's going to need to hit an 8. Jordan going to need to hit an ace or a king, as we have ourselves over a $700 pot here at the Texas Card House, Rio Grande Valley. As I said, TCH Social, they are streaming on the main channel, which is TCH Live Poker. This is the secondary channel. This hand taking place at 7:40. And that's an interesting flop. Yeah, Chubbs is just going to... Oh, Chubbs lets his hand go. Jordan going to need a queen or a diamond. Still pretty much a fair fight. Ace changes nothing, but the diamond does. Jordan getting there on the river. So Cho thought he had perfect timing coming back to look down at 10s. But he does wind up losing the $716 pot. So that's going to get Jordan unstuck, as he is in for 2 buy-ins, so he's in for 600. So he is in the green by $116. And you can see the chip totals on the bottom. You want to be to the far left. You don't want to be to the far right. One player up over $1,000. One player down over $1,000. But this list will be changing throughout the night.
Live action, bro.
Matt Crusher? Oh, yeah, no. He gave it to Dom. Yeah.
Alright, 3 to players at $3.
I had because Matty was
So no straddle this hand. Chubbs will open it up with the Doyle Brunson.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know why he didn't show up. Guys, we have a chance. It shows out. We have a chance. We have a chance to win a fucking hand.
3 ways to a San Francisco 49er flop we go, as 2 players hit the 10. Does go check, check. Nobody with a diamond. But T-Mobile RG3 has a straight draw now. And he's going to bet that straight draw.
Oh, baby.
Chubb's not ready to let go of his 10. Makes the call and bets $10 on the river. So Chubb's finally going to drag a pot. Still going to be down over $1,000.
Barrows, green table.
We need Boston in this one, guys.
It looks like somebody's adding on to their stack.
Yeah, plus 1.5.
Like for a record or something.
No, plus 1.5.
There's the VPIP. Chubb's still in at 100%. Basically half the table and at least 50%. I really feel not until about hand 20 does the VPIP really measure a true number. first 20 hands, I think it's just too small of a sample size.
6 hour live straddle. Everybody.
So Chubs put it on the straddle. That'll count for the VPIP. Jordan with the ace will be making the call. Gallo does the same. New York Bob is going to be putting on a raise here. I like maybe 40. New York Bob likes 30. Chubbs making the call with the San Francisco busboy. Does have spades. Jordan going to be coming along, so New York Bob having both Jordan and Chubbs dominated. He also has Gallo dominated. Wow, this is crazy. We're going 5 ways to the flop, and New York Bob has all of his opponents dominated. His opponents can't hit a queen. His opponents can't hit an ace. His opponents can't hit clubs. And there's the ace. Flush draw for Chubs. New York Bob should be putting on the continuation bet here. 150 in the pot. Looks like he's betting about a third. Only $40. Chubbs put it on the raise. Doesn't think his opponent has an ace. And even if his opponent has an ace, he knows that his flush draw is going to be good. New York Bob. Does he raise? Does he call? He does have position, so he's just going to make the call in position. Chubbs with 6 immediate outs has some running possibility outs for a straight, and that's one of them. So he picks up 2 additional outs as now he can hit a 4 for a straight, as we have almost $400 in this pot. Chubbs thinking about putting out a big bet here. Looks like he's going to bet about half the pot, 200. And now it's getting serious as this pot is almost $600. New York Bob with the best hand. Chubbs with the aggression. I think Chubbs is going to empty the clip if he gets a call here. I think if New York Bob jams here, Chubbs is calling. Feels like a set from Chubbs, as he did check raise the flop and is now putting out a big bet on the turn. Bob announces all in. Chubbs does indeed make the call, and we got ourselves an $1,800 pot. Chubbs going to need a spade or a 4, and they're just going one time, folks. So Chubbs going to need a spade or a 4.
Good raise on the turn. I was going to call.
Good luck, guys.
5 deuce. But I 5 deuce. I mean, I was going to $80, $70 here. Trying to spike.
1758, the exact pot once the dealer counted everything. One time, spade or a 4 for Chubbs. If not, New York Bob's going to take the pot, and Chubbs hits the 4 for the straight.
Wow, that's straight. Nice hand, Jordan.
So even though Chubbs was in for, I believe, 4 buy-ins, I think he's back to even after all this. No, I still think he might be losing. Bought him for 300 3 times, and then the last time I think he was in for 1,000 maybe.
You just added 5 more. You're gonna have 5 more.
Oh,
Yeah, you can add 5 here.
5, 6, yeah. 5. What's that? He has 707. Yeah, 707.
So it looks like the count was wrong by just a couple of dollars, but they will get it corrected. So Chubs had 707. So now they're just correcting the number that the all-in was for. So it was actually for a little bit more. 1808 is the total pot. That I think that gets Chubs unstuck, or he's down $100. But we will know for sure once the hand gets awarded, and we will see on the bottom here. Chubs is still down $200. Chubs winning an $1,800 pot and is still down $200. But it is New York Bob who takes a tumble. And now New York Bob on the bottom. And I think New York Bob's going to be adding on. So I said earlier that normally we'll get in between 80 to 100 hands during the 4-hour stream. The stream does play a little bit slower than a normal table just because the dealer does have the headset on and is in constant communication with the production crew. But it's actually better if we play less hands, better for the stream, because that means the hands that were played were multi-way hands, were big hands where stacks had to get counted down.
All right, gentlemen, we have a $12
So
straddle.
the longer the hand takes, normally the bigger the pot is, as we did just see in that previous hand.
12 to play.
Dealer actually had to count down the stacks twice.
You're gonna say that part.
Oh,
Thank you, George.
so Chubs was going to tip the dealer either 25 or 50,
9 calls.
and he told him to pick a hand. It looks like
Okay, sorry.
Jeremiah picking the correct hand,
I'm so sorry. All right, let's go.
getting 2 green chips.
All right, so 9 calls, 1 calls, 5 calls.
Logan Holt with the thumbs up, and the MMA and car addict reminding you to hit that like button. Looks like we got a raise here from Cho. Makes it 20-47. Ajo with the ace queen. Just going to make the call here, and I think this is going to price in New York Bob. New York Bob just losing that last hand. Calling in the cutoff here with just 7 high, perhaps a little bit on tilt from the previous hand. And we'll see if he's able to get lucky here. Uh-oh. Wow, it goes check all the way through. Now New York Bob's going to pick up a pair, but he can't like it on this Queen 9-9 board. Now the Ace Queen going to lead out for a small amount. Does the Jack 9 raise here now? I can't believe the Jack 9 checked the flop, considering he was the pre-flop aggressor. And I'll be surprised if he just calls here. There's the raise. Takes it up to 130. 2 clubs on the board. Straight draws on the board as well. I am surprised that he checked the flop, but he's not checking the turn here. Ace Queen calling. Don't blame him for that. New York Bob gonna make the frustrated fold.
Heads up to the river.
Ajo still with the queen as an out. He's not going to get there. And this is a very nice value bet here from Cho. Betting about a quarter of the pot. Oh, less than a quarter of the pot. It was only 75. So betting about 20% of the pot. Getting max value from the ace-queen. So nice bet from Cho, who's actually joining us tonight from Reynosa. Viva Mexico! So that's just going to add to his stack as he now has over $2,000 in front of him. Over $2,100 in his stack. Of that, $1,700 is profit. So we are going to have a dealer change here in about 5 minutes, as the dealers do change out every hour on the stream. And I'm not saying that this dealer is ugly. I'm just saying that the next dealer's going to be prettier than this dealer. Ace Queen for T-Mobile RG3. Once again, they now have fiber internet. Obviously just available in certain areas, so you can go to T-Mobile.com to check that out. And if you are interested in upgrading your cell phone service, you can go visit RG3 at the T-Mobile store inside Sam's Club on North 10th Street in McAllen. 10th and Trenton to be exact. And he might be getting in trouble here, as New York Bob has the ace-king. And he indeed is going to get in trouble. New York Bob going to be making the call. Last time he had ace-queen, he had his opponent dominated. His opponent having queen-3, but his opponent getting lucky on him. Ajo thinking about making the call here with just 5 high. He does make the call with 5 high. They're suited and they're connected, and they're actually favored to win as the cards lie right now, as both his opponents are sharing an ace. So the 4-5 suited is out in front right now mathematically. This is assuming we go to showdown. He does hit a pair, but New York Bob hits the bigger pair. And I would imagine New York Bob is just going to put out a big bet here. He puts out a bet, but it is a small bet. If you call 180 pre-flop with 5 high and you hit a 5, but imagine you're calling this bet as well. Has no backdoor flush possibilities. Does have backdoor straight possibilities, but he lets it go. So one time, I think 4-5 is going to get there. Ooh. No, 4-5 did not get there. So New York Bob going to be taking down this $500 pot. Still going to be stuck, but kind of like Chubs, he's going to be a lot closer to being unstuck now. He'll probably be down about 200. Yeah, so New York Bob down, still down 500. Chubs down $214. Shot out to Dallas. That's the area code for Dallas. And we have somebody down $3. Seat 8 there from Brownsville, Valenzuela. And T-Mobile RG3 going to have to go find some money. if he wants to rebuy. As we have Kid with the tens. It's always awkward when there's a straddle and you're first to act out of the small like this. But he is going to take it up to 21. Oh, Jordan with the ace-king. So both blinds waking up with hands. And you can see Jordan being more aggressive now. Oh, Gaio also with the ace-king. So Jordan had ace-king of diamonds earlier in a very similar spot. Just made the call, but I did mention that the stream had just begun, so probably taking the wait-and-see approach as New York Bob has the snowman trying to see how much Jordan is playing. Trying to see how he's going to approach this hand. And it looks like he's going to take the aggressive route here. Is it route or route?
No.
I think it depends where you're from. Is it Coke or Pop? Is it Caddy Corner or Kitty Corner? The New York Bob getting aggressive with the eights here. Just won the last hand with the ace-king, and now he's up against ace-king from two different players. So Chubs' VPIP still intact because of the straddle. And Kid going all in with the tens. Jordan thinking about folding here. And keep in mind, he doesn't have a pair. He just has ace-high, and two players have shown aggression here. Plus another player calling his raise. So he knows at least one of his opponents has a pair. And thinking about cutting his losses here. Is wearing his thinking hat. Does make the fold. I don't think Gaio's folding though. I guess Jordan, in the back of his mind, he knows he's going to be able to see a flop, so he's going to know what the result was. And Gaio getting an exact count. Kid does have less than the 275, so it's going to be another 200 for Gaio to call. Gaio really interested, jumping out of his seat. Gaio announcing this is the best hand I've had for an hour, and he's thinking about folding it. He's basically talking out loud here. And he does fold the ace-king. Jordan saying that's the same hand that he folded. And Kid in good shape for more than a double up, as he's going to get an extra $150 from the ace-kings that folded. And there's the 10. Quad tens for Kid. I don't think the high hand is in play, though. No, I think it is. I think it started at 8.
How do you do that? Wow. Hey, I told you. That pass.
So let's see if the high hand is in play. Yes, the high hand is in play.
I'm going to look in 20 minutes.
All right, and the whole goal is 250 at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, so it's $250 right now, the high hand. High hand is in play, and Kid hidden, qualifying for the high hand here with the quad tens, queen kicker.
Little boy, I'm very curious.
And we do have a dealer change.
Oh, we know you had a pocket pair. I was just curious what it was.
gentlemen.
Thank you, Jerry.
Yeah, I even announced that once you call with the 4-5 and you hit a 5. I mean, I think you're calling there.
But in the famous words of Phil Hunter,
Hey, in their defense, they were both right. In their defense, they were both right. Yeah, hindsight.
Yeah, that's why I was like super confused.
And dealer change in effect.
Hey, that's pretty accurate, bro.
Ashley will be
You got, no, two
dealing for the next hour here, and then she will be dealing the final hour.
Hey, I forgot to hit you on Sunday, baby. I forgot.
Is it? We drove the back now.
oh yeah.
That's a good phone. When push comes to shove, it's just a drawing.
Uh-huh.
You were up against two main hands.
You're drinking today?
I've been doing it before.
Okay. Well, then
Am I
I'm
joining
join
you
you.
or what?
I'm gonna join you.
There you go.
Well, little negro, I'll send it your way. When are you starting?
Was my coaching?
Ace King for Valenzuela.
My poker coaching?
Chubbs keeping up his 100% VPIP that he has had for the last 20 hands. And everybody making the $20 cause. We're going to go 5 ways to a 101 Dalmatian flop. 2 players with hearts
Service, stream table.
and 2 spades coming up on the flop. Huge flop for Chubbs here as he flops a straight draw and a flush draw. Top pair of T-Mobile RG3 going to lead out here. Be interested to see if Chubbs just makes the call. I think it depends on what his opponents do here.
And then I'll troubleshoot the inside.
Ace King not ready to let go.
Now it opens up.
And Chubbs ordering a round of drinks for the table. Send me a big red, Chubbs.
Let's do that.
Chubbs just makes the call. And we are going to a turn of over $200. Chubbs picking up more outs now. That's the same amount of outs, right? Yeah. He needed a 4 before this, and he still needs a 4. He did hit a 4 on the river to win an $1,800 pot earlier. $100 bet here
When he raised, I would have re-raised.
from T-Mobile RG3. And Chubbs.
Yeah, so he would, but then he would, yeah.
Oh, Chubbs is thinking about folding here just because his opponent only has 140 behind. So if his opponent would have a lot more chips, Chubbs would be making a call. So Chubbs does let it go. So Chubbs does make the fold, and he would have missed. He would have missed. But Chubbs making the fold based upon how much chips his opponent had behind. That's why it's always important to know not only how many chips you have, but also how many chips your opponent has.
But if he was deeper, he's not calling there.
That's what I kind of put you on.
But he had
So Jordan up $10, Kid up $326, and possibly another $250 for hitting the high hand, and Joe up $1,600. Everybody else in the red. New York Bob, the reddest. Ace 10 coming in for a raise. Pretty sure Chubbs is going to call 17 with any 2 cards, and does. Don't know what he has, but it's pretty wide. Ah, it's actually a very playable hand from the hijack, suited Queen 8. He might have the best equity right now, but it is the Ace 10 with the best equity and the best hand. 2 players with the 5-6 as we go 5 ways to a Chad Johnson 8-5 flop, $85. 7-7-3 y Gallo va a apostar $30. Necesita un 4 para un seguida.
The DirecTV's not.
Escalera.
I don't know what it is.
And we will go back to the English as we get ready to see a turn of an 8. Chubs gets there on the turn, gives both his opponents an open ender. Gallo taking the aggressive route with his straight draw on the flop. Gut shot, now he has an open ender. But he might be worried that one of his opponents has a 7. Gonna put out a small bet here. 55. Chubs making the call with the best hand. That's going to bring along T-Mobile RG3. Gallo can't believe that both of his opponents are calling his turn bet as we go to a river of over $300, and it's going to be a 9. So both his opponents making a straight. And T-Mobile RG3 going to lead right out. Chubs done with the hand. And Gallo going to be at least making the call. Maybe raise. T-Mobile RG3 is not folding to a raise. Bet $150, Jay. Just makes the call. And we're going to be chopping it up. So 2 players with the same hand, the small blind and big blind, having some small blind and big blind hold-ins, the 5-6. Oh, slow roll.
Oh, we're chopping that! Why did you slow roll me?
That was perfect.
That's
it's because it's the same hand.
All right, all right.
And we just,
Bring it in, bring
no,
it in.
come on, dude.
Bring
That
it
was
in.
a perfect time
Hey.
to do it, bro. Because
I take this back.
because it was.
That was pretty good.
So Gallo say a nice hand and then rolls over the same hand.
Dude, it was like I don't do that, but it was the perfect time to get it. Yeah, I was like,
Bro, nice hand. I thought you
hey,
had
they even got him on a sheet. I had to, bro.
The
Dude, I
drinks
remember-
have arrived.
the last time I checked.
This game's been pretty crazy thus far. It's only going to get crazier.
That was funny, bro.
I was kind of pissed off when you throw it over. I was like, I'm gonna take my time before I roll this.
I know, you slow rolled me the tie. I've never seen that happen. Slow roll a
That was pretty
tie.
good, dude. You must be a veteran.
Been around.
That's a veteran move right there.
So we do have a $10 live straddle.
And then Georgie
It's going to be under the gun UTG.
I mean, I had a 7, and then this guy's still calling.
I finally mustered up the guts to play a stupid hand, and then you had the 7. So look at that shit, bro.
It's New York Bob with the under the gun straddle.
we were all over that.
Chubb's going to be calling. He's actually going to be raising.
Georgie, what's your drink?
Back here. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Suited queen. Going to get called by a suited ace.
Cheers, salud.
Cheers.
I call.
T-Mobile RG3 just winning the last hand. Makes the call with the pocket pair. Gallo does the same. And New York Bob does have the option here with the ace-10.
You got that, Georgie? Or what?
Yeah, I got it.
You got it? I got it.
And he's going to be calling for sure.
Thanks for getting the party
Might
started.
be raising, and it looks like he's raising. So Bob with the squeeze play, trying to squeeze out his opponents. And a lot of times, people just automatically assume a squeeze play means that you don't have a good hand. But you can have a good hand, you can have a bad hand. And New York Bob has about somewhere in between. Somewhere in between with the ace-10. Chubb's going to be making the call. Did play a huge pot with New York Bob earlier. And he's looking to play another huge pot with New York Bob. But Gallo looks like they're going to be picking up a hitchhiker here. Gallo hitching a ride.
You know my favorite part about this hand, Bob?
So we are going 3 ways to a $553 pot. And Chub's going to hit top pair, Guile going to hit open-ended, and New York Bob going to hit a gut shot. Pretty awkward here with these stack sizes. $500 in the pot. Guile has $700, and he's leading out here. $155. So betting about a third of the pot, New York Bob. Looks like he's going to be making the call with his 2 overcards and gut shot. Chubs with top pair. Might rip it here. No, just makes the call. And we are still going, still 3 ways, over $1,000 now. And Guile hitting it straight. Let's see if he checks. Only has 500 in his stack, 1,000 in the pot. I do like a check here. You have 2 sevens. There's no way. I was going to say there's no way your opponent also has a 7, but obviously there is a way. But it's very, very small chance that your opponent does have a 7 as well. It looks like he's going to bet here. Worried about the 2 spades. This bet looks super strong. Okay, he's going all in. I thought he was going to bet like 200, and that would have looked super strong. But this bet does make sense. New York Bob still has his 2 overcards and the straight draw, but his opponent has 2 sevens, and Bob needs a 7. Chubs officially drawn dead. There's only 1 7 left in the deck. 1 7 has been folded. And Chubs might be thinking about making a call here. Only drawn to a chop, but it's going to be 500 to win 2,000. He knows he could be drawn dead. And he's going to make the fold. No, still thinking about it. This opponent can easily have a set here, can have a straight.
Trying to be a superhero?
You're doing a good job of acting really nervous. And I know it's on purpose too. You're scratching on that chair, you drink your drink.
So Guile acting nervous. And Chubs will get away from it.
I wish I could see the
I
rest.
won if you. I had to win. I wasn't up.
Yeah, me too. I folded
If you ask me, Bob,
So everybody curious on what Guile had? The good part is these players will find out in 15 minutes as we're on a 15-minute delay.
Ash, how much do you want to lose for Jody to pick it? Hold on.
All right. So the dealer is going to pick her tip. Let's see if she picks the right hand.
Dude, I was looking at that on purpose.
Oh, she picked. Oh, she got it anyway. She picked the wrong hand, but Guile giving her the big tip either way.
I think you're supposed to tell me what you had first.
I know.
Yeah, but I want to know what you had.
I'll tell you after. After you tell me.
So these players asking each other what they have, and they really don't have to because they will know for sure in 15 minutes. New York Bob is actually setting an alarm to go outside in 15 minutes to figure out what Guile had.
You're not a fan?
So pretty much the standard on all poker streams is there's going to be at least a 15-minute delay, 1-5.
That was something I was scared of.
Some places is a little bit longer, especially with tournaments.
Because you called him a small blind, so you couldn't set a. So I was like, maybe he has a set. I mean, he said.
I did not want to check because I think y'all barreled like 300.
Chubs raising it up with KD tray 5. Makes it 35. Kid making the call. Jordan coming along. T-Mobile RG3 is in. Oh, the Ace King just making the call here. We saw New York Bob put on a squeeze play last hand with a weaker hand, the Ace 10. And we are going multi-ways. Texas heads up to the flop. Are 7 players going to this flop? 7-way flop. Only 2 players fold in pre-flop. There's 9 players sitting at the table. And Kid going to be hitting top pair. Chubb's going to be hitting a flush draw with 2 overcards. And Joe hitting bottom pair. Going to put out a small bet here. Quick call from Chubbs. Kid going to be making the call as well. And the Ace King not ready to let go just yet. Aho also making the call with the Aka. Action on New York Bob. He will let go his 6 high. And we are going 4 ways. So we had 7 players to the flop, 4 ways to the turn.
Bob, did you ever used to, you didn't have Henry? No. When your younger days, did you used to smoke cigarettes? Never?
But when I was 11 or 12, me and my friend stole one of his father's cigarettes. Went out
So Kid betting his Jack 10 here.
turned green, blue, started to go up, and I said,
No, so no cigars then. So cigarettes, that means no cigars.
Ace King still
I'm just asking.
like on the golf course.
staying in. I think everybody else is going to make the call here. It's only $60 into $160. Chubbs has the nut flush draw, as there's also hearts available now. Nobody with hearts. $500 in the middle. And the Jack 10 going to wind up the best hand. And very interesting bet here by Kid. I actually do not like this bet because you're only getting called by something that beats you. Yes, he's winning the pot, but he was going to win the same amount by checking. By betting, it did open him up to one of his opponents calling or raising. And in that spot, if you're getting called, you're beat. There was a lot of 2-pair combos. There was a lot of straight draw combos.
Robbing them and they're going to sell them?
So Kid taking it down, going to add to his stack. Only 3 players in the green, and he's going to look down at the King Jack offsuit. There is a straddle under the gun to 12. Pretty sure Chubbs put on that straddle to keep up his VPIP. T-Mobile RG3 calling with the diamonds. New York Bob making the call. The big blind making the call. And Valenzuela, I haven't heard much from him, and picks up a nice hand, the Ace King. And not to sound like a broken record, I don't like this sizing. Sizing a little bit too small. Multi-ways out of position. So Ace King with the best of it right now, but we are going 5 ways to a pot that's over $200.
But they've been with him, they've been like I said, in that water for
Oh, Kid might get in trouble here. Ace King versus King Jack. Valenzuela betting the green chips. Something that I do mention on the stream is that normally when you put out the big denomination chips, that's normally a sign of strength. And also his bet size in here is really a sign of strength. He's betting basically half his stack. So a lot of tails here. But his opponent with top pair going to make the call. Valenzuela $90 behind, and this $90 is going in on the turn.
What's the tournament the next month? I've seen a bunch of them, like in
Oh,
Houston.
David,
I'm going to Vegas on the 20th.
Red,
21st?
25th?
can you put the Yankees game now? Please?
Like to play a series, like a future?
No, just to go down. I have to go cash out.
So there's the $90 that goes all in, and Kid making the call. One jack left in the deck, the jack of diamonds, and the ace king will take down the $553 pot. You can see this hand taking place at 8:25
Dude, it's a year.
Central Time, Texas time.
Oh, I don't know about WSOP. I'm talking about like if you have like a sports, if you have a
I
gamble,
think
sports
it's
bet.
indefinitely, bro. They told me that as long as I just emailed them and 3 days in advance before I get there, and I can cash out at the Paris main cage.
So $563 pot
Here you go, thank you.
going to Valenzuela. As I said, joining us tonight from Brownsville. Brownsville, one of the many cities and towns that make up the area down here, known as the Rio Grande Valley. Brownsville is actually the largest city in the Rio Grande Valley.
Poker says they have the fun play or the rookie. Who's doing the fun play?
And that's going to take him into the green. Now we have 4 players
No, I'm saying that.
in Profitville.
Why am I not doing it on yours? Bro,
So normally we stream on multiple platforms. Tonight we're just streaming on the secondary YouTube channel, Texas Card House. 3 different words. This is the secondary channel. You might think you're subscribed, but you're probably not. So make sure you do take care of that. And then once you're subscribed, you will be able, you will have access to the comments. If you want to make some comments, let us know where you're watching from. We'll give you a shout out.
same, ditto.
Holy shit.
I'm gonna ask Reddit to put the fan in here. Can you?
Like we get people out there or
No, like a
oh, they said fan.
fan, like the blow. 'Cause I don't feel like there's air circulating in here.
New York Bob
I got nervous because Ash got here.
raising it up with the Queen 10. Chubs put it on the straddle, does defend.
She likes slow romantic walks on the beach.
And we are going heads up to a flop.
Somewhere, it's gotta be somewhere else.
Chubs flopping a gut shot straight draw.
Me too.
We'll check. New York Bob putting out the continuation bet. See if Chubs wants to continue, and Chubs will continue.
I think I came up with that
Oh,
story,
Chubs
like,
puts out a raise.
I was playing, I was drunk, and
So Chubs figures that his opponent is just putting on the continuation bet, and he is correct in this case. Bob not going to be able to continue.
Wow, you said that just for the camera, right? Because you probably have your wife watching the camera. Wow.
It looks like we have somebody in the chat.
Catch me out.
Outside, how about that?
All right, don't know what that means.
I'm debating to get another drink, but
Do it. I got the next one.
alright, you know what? You can
And looks like they're going to be ordering shots. And looks like we have a straddle once again.
service. Table 25.
My favorite thing to do for an ideal. But it's what table? 9. Table 53. Bro, we set off Michael all the time.
I saw Livas' snap. Mike,
So Chubbs folding
Bro, I told them on the birthday chat that
his big blind, but I still think
Sunday Funday was
bro, that's
that keeps his VPIP intact because the blinds
yeah.
do not count towards the VPIP. He is not voluntarily putting money in the pot. He is involuntarily putting money in the pot. So I do not think the small blinds and big blinds count towards the VPIP.
Yeah, I'm like, you're right, bro.
And he just sees your face and he's like, oh,
Yeah, bro. It's like he knows.
what are we getting?
4 ways to a flop. Everybody just call in the $10 straddle, as we do have a queen high flop. 2 players hitting a queen, 2 players hitting the 10. How does that happen? Gallo
Hey,
gonna be leading here with his
if it's gonna be wrong,
top pair, but New York Bob actually has 2 pair.
fire. It's
New York Bob just calling, and that's gonna bring along Cho.
$40.
And does Jordan come along? No, Jordan gets out of the way. Gallo checking. New York Bob should be betting. At least 60. Oh, New York Bob checks his 2 pair with a very draw-heavy board. Looks like it's going to get through, and he's going to get rivered.
Check.
Gallo checking once again. Is Gallo going to check raise? New York Bob putting out 101 on the river. Gallo going to be calling for sure. Is he going to raise?
Bro, Georgie, I wish your 3-card poker looked different, bro.
In New York Bob's defense, I don't know for sure if a bet on the turn would have got the queen 9 to fold.
I wonder if it pays you.
I should be raising you, bro, because I think I'm winning.
Oh, Gallo's announcing he should be raising him, but he just makes the call. And New York Bob going to see he got rivered.
Oh, no, I did it too. I told you I was supposed to raise it, Bob. I was supposed to raise it, Bob, but I just...
So New York Bob getting rivered again.
I don't know why. You just seemed like you were...
Kind of lost the minimum since his opponent didn't raise.
Yeah, I think he's gonna order something.
From where? I want to order something. I'll pay.
Well, she's asking for service.
There's the VPIP. No, no more 100%.
Once you get back.
Okay.
Hey, Bob, I'm supposed to raise you, bro. I'm supposed to raise you. You're my buddy, bro. Go over yours.
So maybe they didn't punch something in right for Chubs, but he's no longer at 100%. Still have 4 players in it over 50%. Everybody in it at least 30%.
How about you double him up and then you start talking to him?
If I was drinking, it probably would. And then we had more than 4 hours in here, and we had 8.
Don't forget about our big tournament happening here at the end of the month at the Texas Card House Rio Grande Valley. $25K guaranteed for a $125 buy-in. Multiple starting flights beginning on August 25th.
There is a saying.
What's the saying?
Well, you keep playing large range hands like that, which is very large between queen two suited and a regular standard hand to play. You're gonna get
What
fucked
about
up
your
with
fucking hands? Your hand was shit too.
You know, there's another saying. Fuck you.
So it looks like just a raise and take.
It was suited.
Yeah, what about yours? Your hand was shit.
But big tournament coming up here at the end of the month here at Texas Card House Rio Grande Valley.
You're right.
$125 buy-in, 25K guaranteed. You do get a 5K early bird bonus, which will make your starting stack 20K. There's also going to be a $1,000 bonus for the player that enters the most. So if you fire the most bullets, you get a $1,000 bonus.
And the reason you have to play it like that is you gotta be polarizing, bro.
There will also be a bonus for the biggest stack in day 2. And there's also a bonus for all the early birds. So that's pretty cool. Haven't seen that before.
If you're predictable, you might as well just play fucking video poker, bro. Yeah. Players fold.
New York Bob just getting rivered the last hand.
Well, the hand before.
New York Bob with the King 9, asking for a count as Kid raising it up here with the Queen Jack. There was a $6 straddle. And looks like New York Bob put it on the 3-bet here. It's not 42, it's 22. That makes more sense. It's not 42, it's 22. And New York Bob going to be raising it up here. I do like this sizing. Oh, Kid coming along. So Kid does come along here with the Queen Jack. He was the initial raiser. There was a $6 button straddle. There was $6 button straddle, and he raised it to 22. Picked up 3 callers. And then New York Bob put on a big raise here. New York Bob does have the best hand, and he is actually from New York. Grew up on Long Island. New York Bob hitting top pair. Probably going to bet at least 150. He bets 122, and he will rake in a pot.
Bottom of the third.
Full security, I want to hit.
What? You got 3 girls?
So 1-3 are the blinds. $1, $3 blinds. Love me some poker. Don't we all? I don't think we saw a straddle this hand, as somebody's cards did not get scanned properly, and he will. New York Bob just went in the last hand, going to be raising this hand. Has pocket fours, raises it to 24. I think Chubs is still trying to keep his VPIP at 100%, and I don't know where he folded a hand, but according to the action tracker, he's at 88%, not at 100. I know he folded one of his blinds, but I did not think that counted towards the VPIP. Chubb's going to hit bottom pair here. 2 of his opponents hit in middle pair. And one of those opponents is leading out 25. Real small bet. New York Bob making the quick call with the 4s. Chubbs does the same. And now Jordan getting a really good price here. Will take the good price. Gotta love a bargain. New York Bob looking for a 4. And Jordan and T-Mobile RG3 with the 7. T-Mobile RG3 looks like he's going to put out another bet, and it's going to be another small bet. Chubs might raise here. New York Bob might raise here. Bets look very, very weak. And both Chubs and New York Bob, whenever they sense weakness, they raise. That's exactly what's going to happen here. So I don't think this 25 was going to get through. Either New York Bob or Chubs was going to raise it. And New York Bob is the one raising it. How much does T-Mobile RG3 have behind? He does make the call. New York Bob does not like this.
There we go.
Hey, it's only one, but you got started, bro.
And let's see what happens on the river. I'm guessing T-Mobile RG3 is going to check.
9 run?
I need over 8.
And let's see if New York Bob will put them all in. I guess it's going to go check. Is it going to go check, check, or check bet? $222 RG3 stack. He's going to go check. Does New York Bob put them all in? It's either a check or an all-in here. New York Bob, sensing some weakness on the turn, making a play. And he's thinking about putting his opponent all in. Based upon the stack size, and I think he's going to check. He's got to put them all in. He's checking to see how much chips he has. 201 is the exact count. New York Bob going to be betting 201. I don't think it's going to work based upon the stack sizing. There's over $400 in the pot. New York Bob trying to get a read off of his opponent. And he's going to put his opponent all in here. And can T-Mobile RG3 make the hero call? Diamonds did miss. And this is his third buy-in. This is his third buy-in, so I'm sure that's in the back of his mind. But there is over $600 in the pot.
I think this is a sus raise.
T-Mobile RG3 says that it's a suspicious raise. It's easy to say. It's harder to go with your read. It's easy to say it's a suspicious bet. It's harder to put your chips in. Does RG3 put his money where his mouth is? He does not. New York Bob, show it, New York Bob. Boom! Boom!
As soon as he said something, he was gonna
So
call,
New York
but
Bob
then he
get
tried
in
to
the
say
bluff
I
through.
was gonna call.
I'm telling you, he had worked.
I beat that.
What Bob did.
8-7?
8-7.
Yeah, I figured.
Oh, that was a sus raise. It's a bad raise, same shit.
So T-Mobile RG3 thought that New York Bob was up to no good, but he couldn't put in the last of his chips to prove it.
I'm risking my
And instead he gets shown a bluff.
Here we go. We're gonna hear the fucking coaching from Gaio. Let it out, Gaio. Let it out.
You gotta buy that book. That's what you
Somebody order food?
that quick. Hold on. How much is it? I'll buy any chance we can have like a
Nice hand,
bowl,
Bob.
which I'll
Or
have
nice
this-
raise, I should say.
What do you say, a hold?
A bowl.
So Aho with the ace queen of spades. Basically translates to garlic. That's how you say garlic in Spanish. Don't know why they call him garlic.
Whoever, you keep it or give it to them or whatever. I don't have a bowl so I can play it. Like,
I would like to see a back raise here coming from the ace queen, but based upon the way he's been playing tonight, I don't think he's going to put on the back raise here.
I would look like a dumbass.
But I do like a pretty big back raise here, maybe to like 200. How much does he have in his stack?
I've earned my good.
Got 300, yeah, so probably like 170, but like I said, he's been playing pretty cautious pre-flop. And normally in Texas Hold'em, aggression is going to get rewarded. Nobody with the jack, but Chubs with the 9.
What is it?
Does go check all the way through. Chubs still with the best hand with the 9. And I think he's going to bet if it goes check here. Actually, somebody else bets a small bet. Only $10 from Cho. $10 bet here as he picks up a flush draw and everybody's still in.
That was a check.
That was like a feeler.
No, it's literally a check.
Feeler popped up.
It's literally.
So now the pot is over $200. We still have 6 players in.
It's an expensive check, is what you call it.
And the heart does arrive. 7 of hearts on the river. Did Cho raise? So small blind, bet in. There we go. There's the raise. Cho raising to 40 here. And he's going to get a call by T-Mobile RG3. So RG3 calling this river raise when he should have folded, and folding the previous river raise when he should have called. Sometimes that's the way it goes.
Did you have my bucket chance?
to see. Very good price.
So we do have this coming up at the end of the month here in South Texas. Our counterparts in North Texas, they got the Poker Atlas Tour that'll be starting here next week. And then at the end of the year, we do have the Trailblazer Series, which will be making an appearance here. Actually, the Trailblazer Series is going to be starting next month. Next month at the TCH Dallas. And then it makes a stop in spring and then makes a stop down here. The week between Christmas and New Year. It's always a really weird time, that week between Christmas and New Year. So New York Bob, who did straddle, is going to punish the limpers. So talked about this earlier and how this is called a squeeze play. And a lot of times people think that a squeeze play means that your opponent doesn't have a hand. But your opponent can have a hand and it still be considered a squeeze play. So New York Bob with the tens, raising it up, and nobody's going to be able to make the call here. It's going to get it through. I think he's going to show the tens. He does show the tens. Letting everybody know he's not messing around. So if you're just tuning in, welcome to Texas Card House. This is the secondary channel for all Texas Card House locations. We are down in the Rio Grande Valley, the southernmost tip of Texas. We are one of 6 Texas Card House locations, one of 4 streaming locations. We do stream every Wednesday night on this channel, and we stream every Friday night on the main channel. The main channel being TCH Live Poker, and the location from Austin is currently streaming on that channel. The main channel being TCH Live Poker, TCH Social Austin streaming. And we are streaming on the secondary channel. So if you are looking for the Austin stream, that is the main channel, TCH Live Poker. I know it sounds like I'm saying the same thing, but trust me, there are 2 different channels. Ace high flop, nobody with an ace. Matter of fact, everybody missing the flop. Cho with a straight draw, needing a tray. So he is up over $1,000. The only player with some Texas Card House swag. New York Bob turning the best hand now. That's going to give a straight draw to T-Mobile RG3. So he's the only player at the table wearing a Texas Card House hat, hoodie, shirt. And let's see how much he's up. New York Bob winning that hand. He's still down.
What's up?
Yeah, so Cho with the Texas Card House gear, he's up 1,700. Chubs is down 800. A lot of players wearing caps. As a matter of fact, 2 players with the jam hat on. JAM. One of them being RG3 there in seat 3. The other one being New York Bob. And here we go. Got an all in here with the jacks.
293.
Don't think anybody's going to be able to make the call here. It's 293 is the exact count.
Did they give you crackers? A lot or something?
Where'd you get it? Yeah, but where'd you get it from?
Oh, the
Senior captain?
and dude, that's half of this. That's half of it.
Is that hot sauce? Regular cocktail.
It's
He does show the jacks.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, but probably a little bit.
yeah, I put another extra Tabasco.
Oh, you shit. You like that, huh?
Oh yeah, one. Let's go.
They had something like that.
4 players in the green. The number in green is the amount they are winning. The other number is how much is in front of them, the stack. So Choen C7 has over 2,000 in his stack, and of that 2,000, 1,700 of that is profit. So everybody's still at the table, so the numbers will add up. In regards to the players that are in the negative. Got an all in here. Wow, Jack 9 going all in. I think T-Mobile RG3 just a bit on tilt since he got bluffed a couple of hands ago. 2 players with ace queen, so his equity is not going to be terrible against these hands. Would be better if he was suited. But 2 of his opponents here have an ace queen, so they kind of cancel each other out. Oh, New York Bob putting on a raise here. Looks like a lot of people checking in on the stream room. Oh! Big hand alert. T-Mobile RG3 picking the wrong time to go all in with the Jack 9. You can see Chubs folding an ace Jack. How much is it for New York Bob's call? 500. I think it's too much. No, never mind. New York Bob 3 bets at 200. It's going to be another 300. So, yeah, New York Bob is going to be in bad shape as all of the aces. No, there's 1 ace left. Chubs folding an ace. Kid having an ace. So New York Bob is going to be left with 1 out once he makes this call. Kid is thinking about making the call here. I think this is a pretty easy fold from Kid. Granted, everybody's an expert when you see the cards. But just based upon the action, he raised, New York Bob re-raised, and now Valenzuela put it on the cold 4-bet. I'm actually not saying it's an easy fold based upon the hands that I'm seeing. I'm saying that it's an easy fold based upon the action. Without me seeing the cards, I would be making the same comment. Like I said, he raised, he got re-raised, and then somebody else re-raised him. No, actually, 3 people re-raised him because T-Mobile RG3 went all in, so that was raising his 27. New York Bob raised, and then Valenzuela re-raised. I think they're gonna run it twice.
What do you have?
Hopes and dreams.
So RG3 proudly showing the Jack 9,
I love the Jack 9.
and he's gonna need a lot of help.
You gotta stay positive, bro.
Oh, there you go. Give me a 10.
Did you already pay your hi-hat or no?
Heart.
Oh, we're
Nope.
twice, right? Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
So he's going to need a jack or a 9. Oh, that's a terrible
9.
card for him. 9 does nothing. The Kings will hold up
Good night, gentlemen.
and take down an $1,100 pot. And that is the last we will see of T-Mobile RG3, as we do have a seat open on the stream table.
Hey, bro, appreciated the cups, dude. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for the cups.
$900 cups.
So he did lose 3 buy-ins.
That's fucked up.
And Valenzuela raking in the $1,100 pot.
If you do the math, well, it's $100 a player for a cup.
I put the names.
So seat open on the stream table. So RG3 losing 3 buy-ins. He was in initially for $302 and rebought 2 times. Showing Chubs in at 79% on the VPIP. I think it's bigger. But even the smallest VPIP, Gaio at 35%, basically playing every third hand or 1/3 of the hands. So it's pretty crazy because pretty much all the players know that the Wednesday stream is always good, and pretty much all the players wait to the last minute to sign up, even though you can sign up early. As a matter of fact, we still have spots open for our Friday stream. Jordan with the crazy 8s, raising it up to 42. Gaio making the call. A little surprised Gaio making the call here, as he did order a late dinner. New York Bob making the call with the ace. And we are going 3 ways to a flop. Open-ended for Jordan. I'm sure he likes that flop. He's going to put out a continuation bet. Gaio with top pair. And New York Bob with a gut shot. Also has some backdoor diamonds. Jordan continuing on here for 79. Gaio hitting top pair, going to make the call, which will probably bring along New York Bob. And it does indeed bring along New York Bob, as he's cutting out the call-in chips. Still 3 ways, as we have a pot of over $300. Oh, New York Bob hitting the ace, and I think Jordan's going to slow down. As he did get called in 2 spots, he does slow down. And you can see Gaio looks like a shrimp cocktail in a bowl. I think he said it was a shrimp cocktail, but looks like Gaio gonna bet here. 200. New York Bob hitting the ace, and he's going all in. Yeah, I think Jordan's going to fold based on this action. Knows that at least one of his opponents has an ace or a 9. And it turns out that's exactly what his opponents have. One of them with the ace, one of them with the 9. Very easy for your opponent to have a set here as well, based upon how the action played out. Very easy for one of his opponents to have a 7 and a 6. Pocket 7s or pocket 6s. Yeah, I think he's going to let it go, and I don't blame him. Yeah, he's going to make the reluctant fold, but that's going to price in Gaio. He doesn't like it, but he's priced in. Good news, Gaio. All of your outs are available. The action tracker keeps track of the cards that have been folded, and nobody has folded a queen or a 9. So Gaio's, all of his outs are available. He's priced in. He doesn't like it, but he's going to have to call.
415?
Yeah, 419's the total. He's going to make the call.
May I be live?
What do you got?
One pair.
One pair?
Yeah, so queen or a 9 for Guile. Bob in at an 84% favorite right now. And he is going to double up at exactly 9 o'clock Central Time, Texas time. Guile can't believe that New York Bob hit the ace. But the ace is going to be good for a $1,212 pot. I still think New York Bob is stuck for the game. But that pot definitely makes him happier. Let's see what the tally is. As I said, I'm pretty sure New York Bob is still in the red. Jordan saying I had pocket eights. Yeah, New York Bob still down about $600. Guile is actually still in the green, even though he lost that hand. Guile essentially translated into Rooster. So we got somebody going by Rooster. We got Ajo going by Garlic. AJO, that's how you say garlic in Spanish. We got Chubs, whose real name is Jorge. Chubs' his nickname.
You bet the flop, right?
Yeah, I bet.
Guile just losing the last hand. Ace Queen gonna raise it up to 20 to 33. Larry Bird. The hick from French Lick.
Maybe I'm faking so. Maybe I'm faking it.
Well, we'll find out right here, buddy.
And nice 3-bet here from Valenzuela on the button. Raising it up to 85. It will isolate him. And we'll go heads up. Second time we see Ace Queen versus Ace King pre-flop. And there are some chop possibilities with the paired board. Does go check, check. Guile putting out a $50 bet here. Ace King going to wind up with the best hand. Don't know if he's going to be able to call a bet on the river. Does go check, check. Ace King will take it down.
Tomorrow when I'm sitting at my desk working, I'll have it on in the background.
Yeah.
Listen to the work.
On my way to work, that's what yeah. On my way to when I'm driving to work. Yeah.
Any dealer?
I wonder how that hand goes down.
Kobe. All right, we got a dealer change, so we're exactly 2 hours into tonight's stream, halfway done. If you still have not hit the like button, what are you waiting for? It's how I get paid. So back in the box for the second time tonight, we got Jeremiah. As I said, his friends call him Jerry,
Now looks like a good time to take.
but I'm not his friend. A lot of players away from their seat right now. And we do have a seat open, but I know there is a waiting list. And as I mentioned earlier, the best way to get signed up is Poker Atlas. Talked about the Poker Atlas tour. Going to be making a stop in the Dallas area next week. But Poker Atlas is the app. Let's see, we got...
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
So I think there's only...
Tell me tomorrow how much it
Let's see here.
is. I don't.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, there's nobody signed up right now for the Friday stream. So if you're thinking about playing, you want to put your name on the list because it's pretty much first come, first serve.
Do you guys want to? I don't care. I don't like it. It's up to you, gentlemen.
Hey, where did you play?
Yeah, there's a lot of players away from their seats right now. I believe they're on a smoke break. The players do get blinded out. This is something unique to the stream. Kind of like a tournament. So if you're playing in a normal cash game, you will get the miss blind button, but not on the stream. On the stream, you do get blinded out. And the reason for that, it's the way the software system is set up. The way the software system is set up. The action tracker keeps track of everything. Yeah, so we have one seat open and 2 players away from their seat. Make that 3 players away from their seat. And if you've ever tuned into the streams here at the Texas Card House Rio Grande Valley, something that I tend to repeat a lot, and I do understand that I do repeat it a lot, is that this is one of the reasons why I don't mind playing 10-handed. Just because there's usually somebody not at their seat. And yes, I do know when it comes to your comfort, 9-handed is better than 10-handed. I'm not arguing that fact.
Can you check real quick? They open up this team or no? They were trying to.
We got 3
This
players.
team over here, like across the wall. Well, no, it's like the first one right here.
The 6 still out in front here, as we somehow have over a $200 pot, $276 to be exact.
Okay, I don't know, go back to the street. Oh,
And it's going to go check around. So Jordan going to have a chance to hit a 7, an 8, or a 9.
he said he was interested in talking girls, and then
And there's the 9.
Hey, what's T-Mobile's name?
not yet.
And it looks like Jordan going to put out a bet here.
Two bets. Yeah, his name is T-Mobile.
Mike Lepic was just turning by the rounds.
And looks like, I was going to say, it looks like he's going to take it down, but might get sticky here with the 6.
RG3 hit it random, bro. He
We
broke.
joke around, so I'm gonna text him. Hey, bro, you left before.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna text him like, hey, bro, you left before the other round.
Good, I'm just joking too.
Oh, and he does get a call.
It's 94.
So the flush draw did miss. Valenzuela putting his opponent on a flush draw, making a hero call. But it turned out he was wrong. Yeah, I've actually heard that he has a vlog. I've never watched it, so I can't say if it's good or bad. Oh, it's the sunglasses. He's got those meta glasses.
No, it's big black. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Will, you're big black.
I know his real name is Sebastian. Let's see if we can get a better look at those glasses that he has there.
5 calls. 6 raises it to 20. 7 calls. 8 calls. 9
Oh, fuck. Well, we need to find another number to make it pre-flop so we can in the field a little bit.
Alright, we have 7 whole players
I
to the
turned
flop.
15, I turned 30.
7 ways to the flop we go.
Right?
To a 6 high flop. Pretty big flop for Chubs as he flops a flush draw and a straight draw. That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
5 checks.
I like a decent sized bet from Chubs here.
9, 10.
And it looks like he agrees. Betting 100 into 140. Oh, Gallo making the call here with bottom pair. Gallo not a believer. And Chubs does not want to hit a 10. Trips for Gallo. Does check. Chubs slowing down. And Chubs gonna miss. Does Gallo check again? Oh, Gallo checks again, but Chubs took the shot on the flop. Knows that it's harder to bluff on a paired board. Chooses just to give up. And chooses the right time to give up.
You played it right. I should be firing, but I knew you were chopping. I didn't think you had a deuce. I thought you had a 6, and you weren't gonna fold.
Georgie,
Like, you played it right.
Georgie, I respect your discipline, bro.
Well, I swear to God, Willie. I'm not joking. You played good. I just thought you had a 6 and you were gonna fold because it was a bad runner. Like, those aren't cards that I can try to represent.
Yeah, so Chubbs explaining why he checked the river, but
George knows not to bluff on a paired board. I promise he didn't tell you. George knows not to bluff on a paired board. That's a bad runner for his hand.
and yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. So Chubbs explained what I said, that it is harder to bluff on a paired board. It's not impossible, but it's harder to get your bluff through on a paired board.
You have to get handed half because
Well, yeah, bro. There's a,
no. If I turn a 10, because I 10-4 spades. At a straight up flush draw.
I'm telling you,
If I turn a 10, you have 2 pair, and I don't put you on
bro,
fucking pair.
I put you like on a draw.
Valenzuela with the raise, Chubbs,
You were gonna try to either bluff with the.
or Chubbs with the raise. There was a straddle. Oh, Jordan with
I want to give you a chance to bluff.
the Cowboys.
I had straight up flush draw.
Jordan making it 80.
Oh, when I'm throwing higher. Or what?
No. That too, but like when you're grabbing.
Really? I didn't agree.
So Jordan with the black Cowboys.
You just don't want them to fold. You're good. But
This world, even cards are calling like police brutality and shit in this world. Fucking.
5 fold, 6 fold.
I think Chubbs is going to call here. The raise is small enough.
500?
Yeah.
Chubbs get an account on how much Jordan has. Jordan let him know he has about 500 in his stack. And Chubbs will proceed. Chubbs does not want to hit a queen, as his opponent
Alright, heads up action.
has him dominated right now. 91% of the time, Jordan will win. Now, Jordan does not like that ace, though. Would imagine Chubbs is checking his entire range here. Ooh, Chubbs leading out. Yeah, Jordan not ready to let go of the kings yet. But will Chubbs fire another shot here on the turn? No, Chubbs is checking. Thought his opponent had a pocket pair and thought his opponent would be scared of the ace.
60, 9
But the Cowboys, not sure if you're going to be hearing this a lot this year, the Cowboys do win. Somebody making a comment, we were talking about fantasy football earlier. The level of play has really improved since fantasy football started. Well, fantasy football really hasn't started. I mean, some drafts have started. Let us know in the comments if you play fantasy football, and if so, which players are you targeting and which players are you avoiding? I actually texted somebody that same question today. I'm all like, hey, which players are you targeting? Which players are you avoiding? And they texted me back, I'm avoiding every Cowboy.
How's that, bro?
got 4 players to the flop.
4 ways to the flop we go. And New York Bob gonna outflop Gallo, and he's gonna check his top pair. Cho with a straight draw needing a 6. And I believe, Gallo's gonna put out a bet here, as he does have 2 overcards and a straight draw. And he gets 2 quick calls. Chubs gets out of the way, and we're going 3 ways to a turn. Trips for New York Bob. He did check top pair on the flop, and he's gonna check he's gonna check the 9 again. I think it's time for Gallo to slow down, as 2 opponents called his bet on the flop. But he's thinking that it's not very likely that one of his opponents has a 9, since there's 2 9s on the board. So he's going to put out another bet here. And is this where New York Bob raises? I actually like a raise here. Very draw heavy board. New York Bob has no hearts in his hand. There's also some possible straights, multi-ways, maybe to about 300, about a 300 total. There's the raisin chips. There's 300. Looks like he's adding a little bit too. Oh, it's big raise. Bob dropping the hammer here to the tune of 475. And that should do it. Gallo just going to put on a little show here. No way he can call with the paired board with just queen high. But he is going to put on a little show for you folks. Let's rate his performance. Okay. All right, there he goes. He lets it go.
Yeah, it starts at $50. But
There you go. Somebody agreeing. Avoid every cowboy. I actually don't agree with that statement, but I've had people tell me avoid every cowboy. Barkley's a must.
Yeah, Bob. That's why I love you, bro. That's why I love you. Not tonight. Fucking right, Bob. You're fucking right.
I think the must is Jamar Chase.
Bro, you hear that? He said nobody straddled. She was probably like, hey, nobody straddled? Like that. She questioned it, right? That's pretty funny.
So nobody straddling this hand, but Chubb's going to be raising it up with the San Francisco busboy. It's a queen with a tray.
Oh, you can. It's funny, she gets a lot of little things here and there. Nothing's ever expensive, right? But I was just like, I always go like run an errand or I do something, right? I always have to kick in the fucking box or a bag. I'm just like, did you get my bag? I'm like, yeah, I fucking kicked it inside.
So 3 players with a queen
These little bags here and there, like,
as we go 4 ways to a flop.
we got keepers, Bob. We got keepers here.
And it's going to be an open-ender for New York Bob. It's going to be second pair for Kid.
And then every time I'm laying in bed, it's like,
And a straight draw
I'm like, how many items did you get? She's like, I got 8 items. But I didn't spend more than like $80.
for Aho.
And she's like, that's it? It's cute, right? It's cute.
He will let it go, and we will go heads up to a turn. New York Bob looking for an ace or a 9. New York Bob does slow down, and New York Bob does hit his straight on the river. 1, 2, 3 in the pot. Check, check. New York Bob immediately shows, and he will win the 1, 2, 3 pot. Yeah, don't forget to hit that like button. Keep in mind, this is free to watch on YouTube. It is free to watch, so all we do is we ask for a like button, and it really, really, really does help the channel out. I'm sure you know about the algorithm, and there's people that are a lot smarter than me that have figured out stuff when it comes to watching online. But it really does help out, just that simple, the simple little requests.
Bob, I'll take that shit all day, every day over fucking getting a Louis Vuitton purse and all this shit. I'll take that shit all day. Cause I hear friends are like,
Chubs putting on the squeeze play here.
fucking purses.
Saw Bob do this earlier with the same hand, ace-10.
Bro, some people are like, why would they do that?
Not a super strong hand, but not a super weak hand, but it is the best hand.
They're like, oh, I'm gonna
And New York Bob has Jack-9 suited, and he's not ready to fold, as we're going to go heads up to a $239 pot. And Chubb's going to hit 2 pair. Bob going to hit a straight draw with a flush draw. Did Chubbs check? Heart on the turn? Heart. No heart, it's a spade instead. And it's going to go check, check. New York Bob going to need a queen. There's 4 of them left. And he's going to miss. Chubb's going to put out a small bet here. And this should get the job done. New York Bob left with just jack high.
We'll do one more. If you call 140, we'll do one more.
So Chubbs will take it down. Playground Sports Card saying that CD going to be the top receiver this year. And that's very possible considering that they don't even know who the running back for the Cowboys is going to be.
I mean, maybe you're like I feel like you're very true to yourself, like you understand things, right? Like as a poker player, right? Since you
So both Chubbs and New York Bob involved in that last pot, and both of them down over $500.
But I feel like I already know you know this.
The best players in the world back in the days when they used to play like online poker, like in
Oh, no, I'm talking about.
yeah, but listen, but you're gonna the best players in the world cash maybe
10%.
I'll give you 50%.
No, it's 10%. I promise you.
Okay, well,
I know this.
so this is online. It's probably more.
Yeah, we saw New York Bob put out a big bluff earlier with pocket 4s that got his opponent to fold.
In the world, they cash 10% of the time.
Call it 10. I say it's 4. So yeah,
But you have to understand why. It's 10%. Because they fire 2,000 tournaments, that's why. So they're waiting for that like year run or whatever.
but you shouldn't be upset if you play 5 tournaments and didn't catch 6.
Yeah, but there's people that look hold on. So I'm gonna tell you the reality of why there's a lot of miserable tournament players. They put in so much work, bro. Study, ranges, all this shit, right? And they play about 300 tournaments a year. And they never have a deep run. So they're upset. Because like, I feel like
Michael Mizrachi, one of the OGs, is one of the worst at the poker and one of the player championships, bro. He does not study GT or nothing. He just fucking
so
plays.
this is why the people that study super hard and they feel like they put a lot of volume in, which is not a lot compared to other people. They are upset and they
Looks like we got another multi-way pot here.
that's why you see a lot of miserable tournaments. 36.
opinion, you gotta be able to lay down you gotta be able to lay down a hand and where.
Keep in mind, this is just $1, $3
Maybe a
blinds.
third of the time, or maybe a quarter of the time to lay that hand on.
Same blind level at on the main floor here at the Texas Card House, as we do see an ace-high flop. Nobody with an ace. New York Bob with a 4, but it is Kid leading out with queen high here. Kind of an interesting play. It's not going to work here on the flop, at least.
Whenever I'm playing tournaments,
You gotta pay.
I only respond by down break now.
You gotta, every little piece.
Heads up action.
So Kid looking for a queen or a 10. He does have 4 immediate outs.
You can put
And he is officially drawn dead now that New York Bob hit 2 pair. But he's going to continue telling his story. It's not a very good story.
I try to keep it in the memory bank, but yeah, I don't just think.
New York Bob just going to set him all in. New York Bob thinks his opponent has an ace here. That's how his opponent has played the hand. We can see his opponent has just queen high.
I'm ready, bro. I have to because I gotta go at 5 in the morning.
So we still have about an hour and a half to go on tonight's stream, as we do stream for 4 hours every Wednesday night.
Can I get a double crown? And
And let us check in on our counterparts in Austin. Yeah, they're still streaming, although they'll probably be done here in about half an hour.
yeah, because it's gonna water down all this stuff.
Yeah, so even if you search Texas Card House 3 different words, both channels will pop up. So the easiest way to tell the difference between the 2 channels is the logo in the circle. So it's a circle logo that has all the different suits in them. For the TCH Live channel, it's the same logo, but the logo does say TCH Live on it.
Shark Tank. Oh yeah, we love the Shark Tank. You were borderline getting kicked out all the time.
Everybody just call in the $7.
Fucking Georgia. She said it? That's so funny, bro. I love that shit.
Fucking Georgie.
That's so funny.
I have my wife sweating.
No, that's how she says it. Every time, like if she's like, "Oh, do you know that tournament there at the Valley, the 25K tournament? Can you guess who won it?" And she always says, "Fucking Georgie." Hey, you know that tournament?
Big flop for Guile. Does he check raise? Has a pair and a flush draw.
Fucking Georgie. It's the fucking. That's my first name. My last name's Georgie. It's the best, bro. I love that shit.
My wife was sweating.
I'll hold with open ender. 2 overcards in open ender.
Goose his wife doesn't know anything about poker, but now that she's been seeing on the deep front of that, now she's understanding it and she's getting.
My wife understands it because she's the one watch poker with me runs on the
Oh, okay.
But she understands.
Jordan does not want to see a diamond. Let's see like a tray. 3 of clubs. Let's see a 3 of clubs. And that is a straight for the king queen. Guile will still have his flush draw available, but we can see Jordan has 2 of his outs. And there's the all in. I think Guile's gonna call. It's about 250 total. 240. Yeah, Guile does make the call, and he needs a diamond. A lot of diamonds have been folded. A king does chop it. Oh, the diamond arrives. So Aho gonna have to rebuy, as we still have a seat open available on the stream table, and we have an hour and a half to go on tonight's stream. And somebody congratulating Chubs on his deep run. If you're just tuning in, there was a big poker tournament, a $1 million guaranteed prize pool that just happened up in the Austin area. And Chubs was actually the day one chip leader coming into day 2. Did play out over 3 days. And Chubs finished 5th. Finished 5th for $40K. Yeah, that 9 made him a 6-card straight. You gotta love and hate poker at the same time. Sounds like my ex-girlfriend.
Yeah. People ask me, like, hey, how long do you play? I'm like, well, the fighter that died, we bet at 3:30 in the morning. What? There's no fucking way.
You know, we drove Friday morning. I got there at 6.
What do you need?
Little bit before 2. Couldn't check into the home. Thank you. Went over there, played cash in the morning for the tournament.
7 calls, 8 boards, and then Chubs.
So,
5.
I don't tell this to people, but like,
5 ways we go to a flop.
kind of set you up for failure whenever you try to go to WSOP. Wow, you try to go to WSOP.
It's a lot tighter at WSOP.
You go to WSOP. Oh, WSOP. You know why? Because these tournaments last like 7 hours max.
Oh, yeah.
7 minutes
Wow.
double.
Those tournaments are
Not
really
extra,
intense.
not more than
Every
double.
single day is
Measured,
12 hours.
measured double.
Yeah. Bro, you're not prepared for it.
It is near you, George.
Heads up,
Mike.
action.
So Aho just rebuying, hitting top pair here.
Oh, wait, no.
And officially, with the check mark, his opponent is drawn dead.
I'll buy it for you, bro. Over here. I'll you, bro.
And this should take down the pot. And does. Looks like Kid gonna put on a button straddle. Looks like $7.
Like firm bet, I love it. I'm a happy guy. I'm gonna fucking sink in the bed. It's gonna fuck me up.
You want to buy a firm bed? A good badass fucking bed I've had like. I gotta get rid of. I need a new bed. I've had it for like 10, 12 years, but it's a good bed. Because it's a fucking good bed, bro. You say you like a firm bed, and hey, and guess what? It's a California.
all your juices in
It's a California King, bro.
all your
It's
juices in
it's a big ass bed.
$7.
Hey, it's a California King.
I don't want your Willy juices in
You know what a California King is? It's slightly larger than a king.
I don't want any of that.
You don't want either one of his Willie juices.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's always had. I've always had like that.
he says,
extra-
yeah, like, yeah, you know, the
No, but I've always had that extra shit. So the extra shit.
The New York Bob with the pocket fives.
Has all the
It's
stains.
probably gonna be raising here. Maybe to about 35. How about 45?
A firm one.
How about 55?
It's firm.
Yeah, so New York Bob has noticed that players are calling big raises.
They say
So he did size this up, and he still gets 2 calls. He cannot believe he's getting 2 callers here on a $55 raise. But just kind of goes to show you really do have to adjust to the table. As we have one player flopping a flush draw, one player flopping a straight draw. New York Bob was still the best hand, but look at all the equities. Everybody in at 33% on the flop.
to live a longer life.
And now New York Bob in at over 50%. He cannot like all these overcards to his pocket fives.
You know how much time you fucking waste on tying your shoes? A lot. That's what you get.
So you want slip on?
Yeah. You get shoes that you don't have to tie.
So New York Bob going to put out a bet here. Doesn't like that his opponent is calling. Oh, if his opponent hits a 7, it's going to be gross. Jordan does have a 7 as an out. And instead, he will hit the flush. New York Bob should be done with this hand. Especially with this bet coming from Jordan. So $7 straddle. 2 or 3 players calling to $7. New York Bob making it 55, and he picks up 2 callers. One of those callers was Jordan, calling with 7 high. And Jordan's going to wind up with the best hand.
between like 5, 6 p.m. So like at least.
But you always got to adjust to the table in regards to your bet sizing. Which is why me personally, if I just sit down at the table and I don't know if the table is playing tight, if it's playing loose, my first raise is always going to be on the bigger side. And then I'll scale it back from there. But you never know how big of a raise the table is calling. But as you can see here at the Texas Card House Rio Grande Valley, they do call big pre-flop raises. You really don't see this a lot like at the casinos in Vegas. You have the players playing the 2-5 game and they make it 3x, they make it $15, and they might get 1 caller. Here at this game, it's a 1-3, the blinds are smaller, and you raise it bigger, you can make it 20 and pick up like 4 callers. And check this out. It was a $20 raise from Chubs, and he picked up 4 callers. Oh, Gallo flopping trips 6, 6, 6 for the evil rooster. Everybody else pretty much drawn dead, very thin at least. And now Chubs picks up a straight draw. Gallo still trapping here. Let's see if anybody falls into the trap. Nobody gonna fall into the trap. And we will see a river. Chubs gonna need. Oh, Chubs is open-ended.
Dude, get open.
Oh, Jordan actually betting his 4 here. As I said, he is drawn dead.
I'll try to help you out. 4 calls.
How about quads? This might get Gallo paid. This might get Gallo paid. Does he check or does he bet big? I think those are the only 2 options. He's probably gonna go with the 3rd option. Oh, it looks like he's gonna bet big. Yeah, he's betting big here. I like this bet. If anybody has a 3, they're calling. If anybody has a 4, they're calling. Yes. And normally when a player is adding chips like this, it's actually a sign of weakness.
306.
306 announced. And there you go, the big call. Like I said, especially on a board like this where you have the 6, I like a big bet because players do not fold full houses. Oh, high hand is paid out in cash. So Kid winning the high hand had quad 10s earlier, and Gallo now hitting quad 6s. So a lot of big hands here on the stream tonight. So with that loss, Jordan is now back in the negative. So Jordan down $18 after making that call. Gallo up over $800.
No wonder he's always playing
He pounds
fucking.
him like if he's 300 pounds, dude. He weighs like 120. Yeah, soaking wet, bro. Say that again, bro.
Yeah, that was a good sizing.
Yeah, but they're short-handed. I don't know.
As I said, I mean, I do think the river is either a big bet or a check in that case.
That might be the number.
And he went with the big bet, and the big bet paying off.
Yes.
Oh, Jordan just losing the last hand now. Waking up with the ladies. And he braces big here. Yeah, nobody's going to call him. He saw New York Bob race to 55 earlier and get 2 calls.
It was like the black here, and then right here was like looking gold. So I thought he looked super cool.
So, what is that announcement they made during the tournament about having sunglasses, special sunglasses?
Let's see if they are still streaming in Austin.
You just tap up here and start recording everything. There's a, you can see the small little lens in it. Right here, like, right at the top. It's a square thing, but you'll see it.
Yeah, they're still streaming, but I think they're getting ready to wrap up that stream. So we normally get some new viewers once our Austin stream ends. TCH Social Austin. Chubs with the jacks.
No, he's not.
Put it on the 3-bet. Looks like Kid is going to make the call with the 6s. That's going to bring along Jordan with the Queen 9 of diamonds. So Jordan just raising 65 the previous hand. Everybody folding. Chubs 3-betting to 65, and now everybody calling.
We found a new number. 7. 7's the one that gets everything going.
So it was an initial raise, was a straddle from the button, and then there was a raise from Valenzuela to 25. Chubs made it 65, and everybody called, and we are going 6 ways to a pot of almost $400 in this $1, $3 blind game.
Hey, Jordan, you eat you like seafood? Like fish?
I'm not a big fan.
No?
I'll fuck with salmon. If I get like a fish, it has to be fried.
Yeah, I'm going fishing tomorrow, so I'm going to most likely bring some fish.
Oh, Chubs with the trips.
I used to be a really big picky eater, but
And Valenzuela going to lead out here.
Where's my beer?
if you play, I'll buy all your beers all night.
No, yeah.
Dude, if you sit down,
Oh, Chubb's playing fast here.
if you sit down, I'll buy your beers all night.
It is Moti Ways. So he figures somebody's on a flush draw.
Beers are free.
Hey, for right now, go drink a lot of beer.
Dude, your beers are free. I buy them.
New York Bob with just the 5.
Hello?
Does have the ace of
I don't drink anymore,
spades.
so I can't say the same thing. I was telling dude, if he sat down, I'll buy his beers all night. Oh. Yeah, I know, you don't drink it. Yeah, no, it's okay. I can't say the
New
same
York
thing.
Bob
I'll buy your wife
thinks
all
that
night.
Chubbs is trying to buy this pot.
300 minutes.
Just regular poker or PLO?
Just regular poker.
1-3 hole.
Oh, and he's going to make the call. Yeah, so New York Bob thinks that Chubbs is trying to buy this pot, but we can see that Chubbs has a set, top set. New York Bob checking in the dark. Does not want to see an ace or a 5. Oh, quads. So we saw quad 10s earlier, and now we got quad jacks for the high hand. And Chubb's going to put out another bet here. And if New York Bob did not believe him on the flop, let's see if he believes him here on the turn. He does. Chubbs will show the jacks.
Floor.
My hand or no? My hand?
Yeah.
Yes, baby.
High hand. Stream table.
Dude, you said earlier that the table
Bro, I
only
was telling you, I don't know what it is.
they have fucking
5 on the turn for blood.
Bago.
Well, the board did pair. The board did pair.
I know. Hey, wait, those Ubas, wait. They're, hey, the Loguna, wait, they're really good. Pero
They're addicting, bro. Yeah, I see replay, bro.
Where's the river?
Bob, you get the river?
Yes, but the river wasn't out yet. But 4 jacks, 5 high.
Hey,
So if you are left-handed,
let's just say you hit
if you are left-handed or know somebody that is left-handed,
bet,
today is International Left-Handers Day.
you can still show the quad. You show
So
the
happy Left-Handers Day for all you southpaws out there.
Yes, as long as you make the hand someone else can do that. Once you make it, you're good.
Double throw chip, please.
No kidding. Oh, I pay attention to
Hey, George, can you give him a tip, bro? Hey, the dealer gets, if you get it, it goes to the dealer, bro.
Yes.
Yes, we have had quads 3 times on the stream tonight. 2 times with pocket pairs. So both the pocket pairs qualify for the high hand. Seat 1 kid having quad 10s with pocket 10s, winning an extra $250. But yeah, quads 3 times in less than 3 hours.
Bro, you need something to shot, please.
You're enabling me, bro.
What if I would have folded on the flop and then it came on the rabbit?
No.
Better reset?
Yes, sir.
So normally we do stream for 4 hours every Wednesday night and Friday night. Tonight we're going to stream less than 4 hours.
Hey, when you bring up box weight, then we just put on top of the chip.
I'm thinking, I can't tell you for sure, but I'm thinking we're going to see at least 1 or 2 players get hurt within the next couple of hands. I'm thinking we're going to see some blood, and I know some people at the chat want to see some blood.
That was just like,
In the beginning, there was like,
ya se acabó la pesa.
3 players.
So bad news is we're not going to make it the 4 hours, which probably means that at least 1 or 2 of these players are also not going to make it to the end of the stream. So New York Bob, top pair, top kicker,
Yeah, he hit it when it paid off.
and he's going to be betting.
No, there's a 9 hand, Jerry.
whenever I do with Yoshi, bro, he knows every damn fucking.
6 bets, 40, 2 calls.
Jordan calling here with just a straight draw, needing a 10.
Yeah, it goes up $75 every hour. But they hit it last night.
Oh, well, we have a possibility with quads again, as the pocket 6 does make the call.
I like it right there.
It might be a 6 on the turn, which would give an open ender for Jordan. Instead, it's a deuce. I'm guessing we're going to see a pretty big bet here from New York Bob. 175, maybe 200.
Chop it up. Oh, lo compraste ya.
150.
¿Gas probado o no? Güey. Es como coca, you know. No. No tengo ni No, it's because if you have one,
But you can't just have one, you have to have
Exactly.
fucking 6 of them, bro.
You have one, it's fucking over.
They're over.
It's like crack, right?
I never had crack, but.
Partner, I've never had it, but I feel like it's there.
Yeah, if you
6 is getting stubborn here.
Dude, look, he's scared. Bro, they're so good. Look, you didn't have one?
I just told myself like
Yeah.
that.
Un tag.
Mira, what is?
Only 1 6 remaining. Yeah, 6 is still sticking around. 1 out left. He doesn't believe New York Bob has a pair. As we go to the river. And if you didn't believe New York Bob had a pair, now that the board pairs, I don't see the 6s folded. Yeah, sometimes you just don't believe your opponent. But he called with sixes on the flop. Oh, he finally lets him go. And New York Bob will show the ace jack.
Quad jacks, ace high.
Yeah.
Okay, so we do have 2 hands to go. We're going to be making it to hand 52 tonight.
Yes.
Yeah, pocket pair. Straight in quads is pocket pair.
And we do have 1 seat open, so we're really not short-handed. Keep in mind, I'm here in the same building, but for the stream to break an hour early with 8 players, I'm thinking that we're going to see some craziness happen here in the next 2 hands. Because I'm thinking like at least 2 players are going to have to bust
But I'm saying like just
to take us down to 6 players. And then somebody says, I don't want to play 6-handed, and the stream breaks.
It's like telemarketing or whatever. Well, if any of those 300 people, somebody that plays poker, it's gonna pique their interest. You know what I mean? Arthur, you like them or no? They're good.
So Gallo taking it up to 23, LeBron James. And New York Bob calling with the Doyle Brunson.
You might not want the action,
That's going to bring along Jordan with his ace. And yes, I know the proper answer to 23 is Michael Jordan. Just checking with you, chat. 5 ways we go. And we have Kid hitting top pair. Gallo hitting a gut shot. And Chubs hitting middle pair. It is Kid leading out with his top pair here. New York Bob folding out a turn. He will get a warning.
Oh, yeah, he got 78 out of 4,500 people.
Nice.
75th. There you go.
Hey, when you bust it up.
So New York Bob finishing 75th. And Chubs finishing 5th place in the $1 million tournament that took place this past weekend in the Austin area. So we are working our way towards a big pot here. I'm thinking we're going to see a jack on the turn, giving Gallo the straight and Kid 2 pair. Okay, so that is an interesting turn still.
Hey, Mom, 1 bullet or what? How many bullets? Oh, that's fucking great, bro. Dude, most people put 3, 4, 5 bullets in that.
So that gives Gallo an open ender with a flush draw and gives Chubs 2 pair.
Yeah, that's strong. That is fucking strong.
So Chubs was going to call with his 2 pair, and he thinks somebody might have a flush, so he's going to let it go. And there's the flush for Gallo. Now, Kid did hit a high hand earlier, but he did get paid cash. And I don't think he's going to rebuy. So that's going to take us from 8-handed to 7-handed. This will be the last hand of the stream coming up, and I think we're going to lose another player, maybe 2 players.
That's what I enjoy about tournaments.
The only time tournaments suck is when you're totally caught.
Think about the other team.
I mean, at least the cash game you can fold. Yeah. The tournaments, you gotta make moves. Throw bluffs out there.
You're out, Kid?
You really gotta concentrate.
Yeah, so Kid's not rebuying. Start off with a full table, and we did lose T-Mobile RG3. He did rebuy a couple of times, but did not rebuy the. And here's another all-in. as advertised. And I think somebody's going to call him here. Yeah, Jordan asking for a count. Does Jordan hit his deuce? This is the worst here when it is pair over pair and your opponent has your suits covered too. So you can't even get like super lucky and hit a hearts or clubs. So Jordan in pretty bad shape.
I know. I feel like being a clown, bro.
Yeah, but it sounds like they're racking up. Seven's still good. One deuce left.
Floor. Table string.
Yeah, so I think that's going to be the last hand of the stream, as it looks like the big winner cashing out early. So Cho in seat 7 there, going to win $1,500 for the stream. Gaia winning 1,000, and Valenzuela winning 600. Everybody else in the red. So we do end the stream early, but we do thank everybody who did tune in, and we will be streaming again on Friday. Streaming on the main channel Friday.